As condolences continue to pour in for John Lewis, take a look at this larger-than-life tribute in Atlanta. A mural has been painted on the side of a building with the word hero to honor the late Georgia congressman and civil rights icon. Our next guest served in John Lewis's old council seat in that city and started a task force to honor him. Andre Dickens is a city councillor in Atlanta, and he joins us now. Councilman Dickens, thank you so much for making time for us today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for that tribute to our great Congressman John Lewis.
I'm very sorry for your loss, particularly in light of how many personal connections you have to him. Tell us how you're going to be remembering him today.
Yeah, so last night was shocking. Of course, we knew that he was, ill. I went to his house last Sunday and sat with him and talked with him and conveyed my love for him. And today I've just been mourning, and now we are all out here just sharing love, texting individuals, calling, going on TV and radio, expressing all our love for John Lewis. We spent a lot of time in Atlanta making sure that John Lewis knew that we loved him. And so, yeah, we're going to honor him today.
I want to talk about how you're going to honor him today, but I am very curious about that last conversation you had with him about a week ago. What was on his mind at that time? What were the things exciting him, worrying him? What did he tell you?
Yeah, he wanted us to keep up the fight. He wanted us to continue to fight for justice, for equality, and for fairness. And he said the work is not done. We have so much work to do. And I mean, I was just so proud of him for being able to, even in that condition that he was in at his bedside, to still say he loved us, he loved me, he loved this city and loved this nation. And he was grateful for the opportunity to serve. And he said, keep up the fight. It is worth it. It may take our lifetime. It may take another lifetime, but we have to keep up the fight. And as he always says, stay getting in good trouble.
Okay, so tell us how you're going to get into good trouble today. What are you planning on doing to remember him?
Well, right now, a lot of us that were on the task force, I assembled a task force 2 years ago, and we came out with ways to honor John Lewis. So right now in the city of Atlanta, we changed the name of a major road to John Lewis Freedom Parkway. It's a really big road. The Carter Library is on that road. So we named that, and we had a big celebration. We did a park pathway where it shows the freedom rides from the various states that Congressman Lewis and others went through. And then finally, at the world's busiest airport in Atlanta, Georgia, Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, in the atrium is a humongous tribute wall with his Medal of Freedom, all of this artwork and everything outlining his life. And so we're encouraging Atlantans to go out to that hero mural that you just showed, to go out to Freedom Park, John Lewis Freedom Parkway, and to go out to the airport to see this tribute wall that we all did last year. And that effort, all of us that was on that task force that I assembled, we're just calling each other, remembering great stories about Congressman John Lewis. We're all fighting a good fight. We're getting in good trouble, necessary trouble, and we're talking about how to continue his legacy on in the face of a lot of adversities right now in our country.
I do want to talk to you about what's happening in terms of the trouble in the country right now, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring up another hero or good troublemaker's name to you, which is, of course, Reverend Ct Vivian, who also lost his life last night. Another icon of the civil rights movement. I wonder if he is part of the conversation today, if he is being remembered at all today.
Yes, he is too. So Reverend Ct Vivian at 95, he passed away earlier yesterday morning, and then Congressman Lewis passed away last night about 8:30, 9 o'clock. So what a day we all had. And then, Ct Vivian, tall, lean, witty, wise, even in his 90s. I've probably had dozens of conversations with him where he's just telling us to be smart, to do the right thing. He's a well-read man, so he always has some wisdom and advice. And we're doing a park and a memorial after the Reverend Ct Vivian. He has an enormous collection of books And we're going to bring those books into this monument right in the heart of our city. That's already underway. Of course, it's going to take some time to finalize, but we're honoring him. And you think about it, in this city of Atlanta, the home of civil rights, of the civil rights movement, my hometown, all my life I've had most of the civil rights figures right here where I could talk to them. So a lot of our leadership, a lot of us here in Atlanta and in the state of Georgia are mourning not only these people as individuals because of the relationships we had with them, but just the proximity to power and memory. They had a huge ability to transfer and translate their knowledge and experience onto us and to keep us on the right path. Who will we turn to now? The only remaining civil rights hero is Andrew Young. Ambassador Young is still around, and we're going to lean on him heavily for advice. But now with Ct Vivian, and now, of course, with Representative John Lewis, and we had Reverend Lowry a couple of years ago pass away. It's showing that young folks, we need to carry the torch and do what's right in their eyes for justice and for freedom for all Americans.